Hi, my name is Jennifer Lightfoot, and I'm the Program Director of the Victim Witness Division of the Tulare County District Attorney's Office. Every April, communities around the nation observe National Crime Victims' Rights Week. It's meant as a time to renew our commitment to remembering those we have lost to crime and serving their families and loved ones. The way we choose to observe National Crime Victims' Rights Week and renew those commitments is with the Memorial Quilt Ceremony. Annually, dating back to the year 2000, we have presented a quilt made from the memorial squares of those tragically lost to crime. Family and friends are invited to design a quilt square to honor their loved ones, and all of these squares are then tenderly and passionately sewn together by an amazing group of quilters who generously donate their time and expertise. The culmination of all of this occurs at our Memorial Quilt Ceremony. It's an amazing evening of guest speakers, community leaders, musical selections, and finally the revelation and presentation of this year's quilt. It's an evening of gathering together through grief, but also finding solace with one another. The room is typically filled with hundreds of people, and families new to this experience are met with returning families from the past 20 years. We think the symbol of a quilt is particularly apt for remembering those loved ones. The quilt is a symbol of family. They give us warmth and they give us comfort. The quilt is also a visual reminder that we are in this together. When experiencing the loss of a loved one and trying to navigate the criminal justice system, we understand that many feel alone and that hope can be elusive along the way. By coming together in this ceremony, where we present this year's quilt alongside the quilts of years past, we connect with others who have been shaped by shared experience. We know how powerful it can be to offer an opportunity for the families of victims of crime to grieve, to honor their loved ones, and to share in the cathartic healing that only being together provides. And that is why we do it.
My name is Margie Piermann. I'm from Tulare, California. I feel that working on the quilts recognizes and honors others. Since I started working with this project in 2005, I've seen it grow in scope year after year after year. And you can see the concern of people who have already been helped for other people who now have the same needs that they had. And you can see the benefit of community caring for each other and honoring each other.
I'm Judith Stone. I'm president of Garden of Hope Ministries, and I live here in Visalia. The quilt that we make for the district attorney's office, it brings comfort to the families knowing that their loved one is being remembered in a very special way. Margie Piermann had been working on some of the victims' quilts in previous years. She became a member with our group, and she thought it fit really well with our mission and our purpose. And she brought the project to us and asked us if we would like to be a part of it, and we just immediately said yes, we would. And it touched each one of our hearts. It meant a lot to me when I looked at this at a photo. I want people to know that it's not just a photo. It really is a life. We've always wanted to be a group that has made a difference. Our hearts are touched by knowing how difficult it is for the families to put the life of their loved one on a photo, on a 12 by 12 photo, to put a whole lifetime in one 12 by 12 square. And we just consider it an honor to be able to be trusted with putting all of these photos together.
My name is Nicole Burnham, and I am a victim advocate. In 2016, I was invited to be the speaker for a quilt ceremony, having lost my father to homicide. It allowed me to address our victims' families from a place of understanding, knowing what that profound loss feels like. When you lose a loved one, in such a cruel way. It leaves you feeling so raw. And to pair that with trying to navigate a system, a criminal justice system, that most people don't really understand, it's a very surreal feeling. And given that opportunity to speak to victims' families, I really wanted my words to reach them with, I have been there. I think what's most touching for me and the memories that stand out so much are when you see victims' family members who don't even know each other, who are there comforting each other and being there for one another during the ceremony. And when you see that, for me, it is just a reminder that this is why we have this ceremony.
My name is Aleman-Fisher. I work as a paraprofessional at a local high school, and Visalia has been my home for most of my life. In May of 2017, my husband, Eric Fisher, was killed in a hit and run. Through Victim Advocate Services, they had mentioned that they do this every year to honor victims that have died because of violent crimes, and I thought that was something that I would love to be a part of, to honor my husband. When I was first approached about the quilt ceremony, I wasn't sure what that all entailed, and then when they explained it to me that there would be pieces of fabric sewn together by these women in our community, I thought, oh my gosh, like that's the detail that goes into that. I know what it takes to make a quilt. It's not something you do so quickly, but the community effort that it was going to take to bring this quilt together for all these families, not just my family. When I first looked at it, I was overcome with emotion, seeing his picture there and seeing that this is going to be forever there. Somebody in about 10 years will come and look. They'll look at all these people like I did and think, oh my goodness, like I'm not alone. You know, I'm not alone in my hurt. I'm not alone in my pain. To me, the significance and lasting impact of the ceremony is that this is forever. You take this with you. It's something that is embedded in your soul, in your being, your spirit. It's something that no one can take from you. And yes, you might have lost a loved one, and that hurt will always be there, but I believe that this ceremony, this quilt, it's a way of our community coming together and saying enough is enough. We're going to stand united, we're going to stand together, and we're going to get through anything and everything that comes our way, any challenges. And this office especially has done that for me. I've never felt alone. I've always felt very much supported, and I want to be able to do the same for my community, supporting other victims and their families as well, and saying, look, you can get through this. You will get through this.
I'm Tulare County District Attorney Tim Ward. From everyone here at the Office of the District Attorney, we hope you've enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about the Memorial Quilt Unveiling Ceremony and what makes it so special. It's an honor for us to share this journey with so many families, and together we seek to heal the wounds of injustice in our community. We couldn't have this ceremony in person last year, and we simply can't host an in-person ceremony this month to support National Crime Victims' Rights Week. However, it is our sincere hope that we will have our full ceremony and invite everyone back together again in the very near future. In the meantime, we wanted to share with you this glimpse behind the scenes of why we have a quilt ceremony. Please accept this tribute in honor of your loved ones lost to crime, and know that we are committed to serving you and your families who have been so tragically impacted by violence. God bless you, and we hope to see you soon.